I'm Sara Milanesi and I'm head of marketing communication at Exergy International. Exergy International is a leading provider of organic ranking cycle system with around 15-year history in the market, and now since last year also a supplier of large heat pump series for geothermal and industrial application.
So myself, I'm Syvain Brogle. I am the ambassador of Exergy worldwide.
Exergy binary system can be installed from 1 megawatt up to tailor-made power plants with each turbine of around 20 megawatt. We are working now also to increase this power output to bigger size, and the temperature range for our binary system ranges from 91 and 100 degrees until 250 degrees for application that we already made in power plants under construction or in operation.
Can you tell us about the heat pumps as well?
Yeah, for the X-Heat new heat pump series, we go from small size industrial application from around 500 kilowatt thermal until 50 megawatt thermal, so for large district heating project. Now we are actually developing a prototype of new technology to install in the heat pump sector, and the idea is to grow into this segment also. Yeah, of course, if you think about heat pump, it's a new market, but Exergy has decades of experience in thermodynamic cycle design and power conversion processes and integration processes. And we have a strong expertise inside the company also in designing and engineering turbine and product. So considering that the heat pump system works as a reverse cycle of an ORC, we think that internally we have the knowledge that we need to develop a competitive and to propose to the market and develop a competitive product. For sure, we have just started to investigate this market and to market this application, but we see a great potential in heat pump market.
And moreover, we have to add that in this market, for the launch of X-Heat we have done this year, is that we are focusing on high production power of heat pump. The small heat pumps market is very busy, everybody, but we are working on specific a la carte design of heat pumps. And you can imagine that all these future welcome IA data center all over the world, they are definitely in need of heat pumps. Now, in the high enthalpy that you are having in the volcanic area, of course, everybody was going into the flash power production. But in the flash, you have the brine that you are re-injecting on very high temperature. And you can easily do another set of power production with the brine that you're doing. And moreover, there are some wells drilled in the high volcanic area that are not suitable to produce flash power with turbines. So the ORC has a role to play in that. And you have an example in many countries such as Kenya or Indonesia or Latin America that despite the flash production on power of geothermal, we can install on the back ORCs.
Yeah, last year was particularly positive for Exergy, for our market development in the geothermal sector. So we signed agreement with Mare Maras in Turkey for other 2 units. So this will increase our portfolio in Turkey of more than 500 megawatts installed, 550. The Mare project is 46 megawatt additional capacity that will bring to the Turkish market. We have just started to work on this. Then we signed the contract for the engineering with Renco in Africa for a big project for the supply of 10 ORC power plant for Olkaria. And then just at the end of the year, we signed a LOI with Baseload Capital Iceland for a small standard standard module for application in Iceland. So it was a positive year. Now we are still working on United Downs project that we open to. We know that will be probably started during this spring. We are at the final stage, and very exciting and interesting project, and working with our customer in Turkey, in the Philippines, with Energy Development Corporation. So we are busy, and we hope to be more busy in the coming months.
So you can easily understand that reaching this point that Sara expressed with the project ongoing is, of course, a result of the reshaping of our market approach. So we are not any longer a turbine supplier, but we become a global player. And we are trying to sign MOUs and cooperation agreements with different players from the geothermal sector. And this is why we have reached this stage, and we are looking forward to go much further in terms of new projects upcoming with this new approach of signing cooperation agreements with a complete value chain of the actors.
So, with the decree that is FER 2 that has just started in Italy, we hope to see the market restart developing after a sort of stop that we had in the previous decade. Italy is the cradle of geothermal power. The first power plant was installed in Laderello, and Italy has a strong tradition in terms of knowledge and experience in geothermal. So I am confident that the next year could be a sort of growth again of geothermal market in Italy, and with binary system and binary technology becoming protagonist of the sector.